you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying ice cup. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. Try the ground game here with the running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right, and incomplete to open things up.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10. Tannehill once more. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Rolling to his right. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, 20. Hey, 20.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Quan Alexander. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Now Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out come the Bucs now. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Off the play fake, Winston. And his pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The first carry here for Jaquez Rogers. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Play fake. Winston. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Miami Dolphins sitting at 3-2 through 5 weeks of the NFL season as they come back onto the field here, Charles. They got off to that 3-0 start. Week 4, then they got demolished by the Patriots. And Week 5, Cincinnati beats them 27-17.
And I know coaches don't like to make excuses, but they will kind of do it a little bit. And Adam Gase, the head coach of the Dolphins, said that things unraveled for them when they lost starting tackle Laramie Tunsil. They weren't able to make the adjustments. Everything went wrong from that point on. Interception return, fumble return for scores. 24-point 4th quarter for the Bengals, and they win going away. Now they've got to regroup because 3 of their next 4 are at home, so they can get back on the beam, but it won't be easy. The Bears, the Lions visit. They go to Houston, and then are home for the Jets. Not an easy run for the Dolphins.
But a run they need to take advantage of. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
50-50.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now it's Wilson. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Ready. Watch what it do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When I see Cameron waking up.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. following the fumble recovery. Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. While we have a second on that incompletion, we got to talk about Linval Joseph.
Yes,
64-yard interception return for a touchdown, and then you saw him on the sideline with the glasses and the oxygen mask after.
Yeah, when you're talking about lugging not just a football, but probably about 350 pounds down the sideline and scoring. But how about the contrast? Marcus May, the defensive back for the New York Jets, he gets a pick in the end zone, brings it all the way back, but he's the last play of the game. And Cortland Sutton, the rookie out of SMU for Denver, knocks him out of bounds before he can score. 104 yards and no touchdown. Linval Joseph at least got the touchdown to earn the oxygen and the shade.
Well, when he was going down the field, he was in Philly. I was in Atlanta. My couch was shaking. No question. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Levante David coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken it around the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, let's get it working.
Play action now. Winston. He can run for it, and he will. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Tannehill. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Dolphin first down as Tannehill is on target to the former Patriot Danny Amendola. Now Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Allow me to sidestep for a second after the incompletion, CD. Let's talk about the rookie quarterbacks, because just last week we were talking about them going 0-4. But this past weekend, 4-0 for the rookie QBs.
Remember that seesaw we used to jump on when we were kids? You're up, you're down. Well, this week, they are way up. Sam Darnold and the Jets take out the Broncos. Baker Mayfield and his Browns in overtime. The fierce Ravens pass rush is foiled. And how about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking the measure of the Tennessee Titans, who are off to a 3-1 start? And Josh Rosen, his second start in the NFL, he takes out the 49ers with help from his Cardinals teammates. That's the first time in the Super Bowl era that we've had rookie quarterbacks go 4-0 on a weekend. And somewhere in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson's wanting to know when he's going to get his opportunity.
They go play action. Winston fighting to stay upright, escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go on the ground. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's going to get it running right. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Peyton Barber taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And he's got it up and through. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Raekwon McMillan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And an Excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Drake will start the drive on the ground. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. Room to run inside the 40. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and 2, Tannehill. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tannehill on 1st down. It's caught. Stills right side. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And he knocks it through. Sanders now to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Howard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds Humphries. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Winston and Humphries connecting there for a Tampa Bay first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. He's got Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a completion to Wilson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Receive. Play. Block.
He's back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just 1 more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he can't get a throw. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.